When all under heaven recognize beauty as beauty, therein lies ugliness. When all recognize good as good, therein lies non-good. Laozi, Tao Te Ching. Is the weather good or bad today? If you long for better weather, then perhaps today's weather seems bad. But if your expectations are for worse, then today might feel like a gift. In the Tao Te Ching, Laozi wrote, "Being and non-being produce each other. Difficult and easy complement each other. Long and short define each other. High and low depend on each other. Sound and silence harmonize with each other. Before and after follow each other. Thus, there is no inherent beauty or ugliness, no intrinsic good or bad." As Laozi also said, "When all under heaven recognize beauty as beauty, therein lies ugliness. When all recognize good as good, therein lies non-good." When we view things with a mind free of judgment and distinctions, we align ourselves with the way of the Tao. Yet people are accustomed to separating things into good and bad, superior and inferior. When events unfold according to our wishes, we deem them good. When they stray from our expectations, we lament them as disasters. The same applies to how we perceive others. If someone's words or actions align with our understanding, we consider them kind or admirable. But when they differ from our preconceived notions, we hastily label them otherwise. We often categorize those who resemble us as friends, while seeing those who differ as incompatible or even eccentric. But is this way of viewing people, events, and things without fault? Of course it is. When we divide the world into beauty and ugliness, good and bad, we plant the seeds of suffering. When things proceed as we wish, we rejoice, convinced we are the happiest people alive. But when challenges arise, we sink into despair, believing the world to be unjust. Our emotions rise and fall with the tides of external circumstances, and what's worse is that we have no control over these external factors. As a result, most people's emotions fluctuate, moments of joy are fleeting, and dissatisfaction dominates, for the world rarely conforms to our desires. Many sigh, "C'est la vie." Indeed, life is filled with ups and downs, and smooth paths are rare. But our inner peace need not follow this turbulent rhythm. Otherwise, how are we any different from the neighbor's dog? Give it a bone, and it wags its tail. Withhold it, and it sulks. That's why Laozi said, "Thus the sage deals with things through non-action and teaches without words. All things arise, and he does not initiate them. He acts but does not claim possession. He accomplishes but does not take credit. Because he does not take credit, it cannot be taken away." A wise person does not cling to a relationship destined to fade, nor does he exhaust himself trying to force an uninterested child to excel academically. Non-action, Wu Wei, doesn't mean inaction. It means releasing the intense grip of personal will and following the natural course of things. To live by the way of Wu Wei is to continuously shed our ego and attachments. This protects not only ourselves but also those around us, embodying true love and care. Similarly, embrace opportunities with openness and acceptance. Do not let excessive attachment lead you to miss the gifts life places before you. A friend recently shared how her relationship with her mother had softened. In the past, she constantly refused her mother's invitations to travel to concerts because of long-standing resistance built up during her upbringing. Even as an adult, she imagined interactions with her mother as being fraught with discord. But when she stopped rejecting and began to accept her mother's invitations, she discovered that spending time with her mother wasn't as dreadful as she'd expected. Over the years, her mother had also changed. When she opened her heart to accept, rather than clinging to her own assumptions, their relationship began to truly heal. Let us learn from nature. The wind, frost, rain, and snow are met with acceptance. without judgment or resistance. It is this embrace of all things that allows nature to thrive and endure in its abundance. May you find good weather every day, and may all you encounter be beautiful.